Hello, I'm Kimberly Steele. I hope you can hear me. I am coming to you live from my home today in the upper Midwest, and I am here to sing you some Orphic hymns. The Orphic hymns are ancient poetry that I have arranged as songs that I have made, essentially. So I wrote some folk tunes to go with this existing ancient poetry, and the result is a type of musical prayer that you can use absolutely as a normal prayer. I would be honored if you're a musician and you learn these songs, because they're really helpful in memorizing the words for the prayer. And actually that was one of the reasons why I made them to go with these texts, because I have trouble memorizing words. I do. I have big time trouble. I have no trouble memorizing music. I can memorize just so much music. Just give me a 13-page piano sonata and I got you in about give me a week. But as far as memorizing words, I'm terrible. So these are very helpful in that respect. And since today is Monday all day, I am going to sing to you an Orphic hymn of the moon. This is one of the 3 lunar ones. This is called Selene. Stars surrounded and with circuit wide, night's torch extending through the heavens you ride. Female and male with borrowed rays you shine. Tending to decline, mother of ages, fruit producing moon, whose amber orb makes night's reflected noon. Lover of horses, splendid queen of night, all-seeing part, bedecked with starry light. Lover of vigilance, foe of strife, in peace rejoicing, and a prudent life. The lamp of night, its ornament and friend, who gives to nature's works their destined end. Queen of the stars, oh wise Diana, hail, decked with graceful robe and with shining veil. Come, blessed goddess, prove please accept life's pliant's mystic praise. Thank you so much. That was the Orphic hymn to Selene. And it was really great to see you tuning in, Fagan and Nona. Thank you so much. I really enjoy seeing you guys here, and thank you for chiming in on the chat. All right. Okay, so I'm going to do another lunar hymn, the hymn to Artemis. I'll save Hecate for a little bit later. I know that I often get that as a request for usually later in the show. All right, and so yes, again, these go up with musical prayers if you want them. Hear me, Jove's daughter, celebrated queen, bark in hand, Titan of a noble mien, in Dart's rejoicing, and on all to shine, torch-bearing goddess, Artemis divine, of masculine form, of fastidious mind, illustrious Damon, nurse of humankind, immortal earthly, bane of monsters fell, 'tis thine blessed maid on woody hills to dwell, foe of the stag, whom woods and dogs delight, in headless youth flourish fair and bright. Oh, universal queen, august and divine, of various form, Sidonian power is thine. Dread guardian goddess, whose benignant mind, auspicious calm, to mystic rites inclined, give the storm bounteous fruits to bear, a gentle peace and health with lovely hair, and drive to the mountains all disease and care. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Artemis, and that goes out with prayers to Artemis for you, if that is what you would like. All right. I have not played Gaia in a really long time. That is a great request, Fagan. I shall do it. In fact, it may have been more than 6 months since I've played this one, but I could be wrong. Great request. Try to get this fixed. There we go. Oh, great mother of gods and men, the source endured with fertile, all destroying force, all parent bounding, whose prolific powers produce a store of beauteous fruits and flowers, all various made, the world's strong base, immortal, blessed, and crowned.
every grace, from whose wide womb, as from endless root, fruits many formed, mature and grateful shoot. Deep bosom blessed and pleased with grassy plains, sweet to the smell and with prolific rains. All flowery Damon, center of the world, around thy orb the beauteous stars are hurled, with rapid whirl eternal and divine, whose frames match with skill and wisdom shine. Come, blessed goddess, hear my prayer and make increase the fruits of thy constant care. With fertile seasons in thy train, draw near, and with propitious mind thy suppliant hear.
Thank you so much. So that was the Orphic hymn to Gaia. Thank you so much for requesting that. So Apulu, what I had today to eat, gosh, let me think. It was very good. I had a lot of tea. That was the first thing I had. I had matcha, which is green tea, and then I had black tea. And then after that, oh my gosh, let me think. I had rice and tofu. I just take the tofu and put it with some soy sauce and rice. It's very, very basic, but it's like one of my favorites. Oh, and some pickled plum. And then I had some popcorn, just because I really like making myself popcorn. So anyway, yeah, so you're having plant-based mac and cheese. Oh, yum. That sounds really good. Sauteed zucchini. Nice. Wow, that sounds amazing. Yeah, that sounds really good. Ketchup and mustard. Nice. That sounds good. All right, so today, boy, let me think. Again, I'm always happy to take requests, but I am raising up a prayer for my friend Voodoo Bay, I think that's how you say it, Voodoo Bay. And I'm raising prayers to Hermes today for her and Aphrodite. She is on TikTok and she just has a really fun channel. Actually, she has several channels, so you can look her up. It's Voodoo, and then Bay is B-A-E. So this is a prayer to Hermes for her. Hermes, draw near and to my prayer incline, angel of Jove and my son divine, prefect of contest, ruler of mankind, with heart almighty and a prudent mind, celestial messenger of very skill, whose powerful art could watchful Argus kill. Whose winged beat is thine through the air to course, O friend of man and prophet of discourse, great life supporter to rejoice is thine, in arts gymnastic and in fraud divine, with power endured all language to explain, of care the loosener and the source of gain. Whose hand contained Prince of blameless peace, the rod Borusian, blessed profitable God of various speech, whose aid in works we find, and in necessities to mortals kind. Dire weapon of the tongue, which men revere, be present Hermes, and thy suppliant here. Since my works conclude my life with peace, give graceful speech and memories increase. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Hermes. Interesting. Hermes reminds me of Joshua, son of Joseph. Looks like him too. Interesting. Yeah. Hermes I associate with the zodiac signs Virgo and Gemini, of course, because those are Mercury essentially. So I tend to think of it that way, like all of the Virgo people and the Gemini people I know. I always think of them when I do that song. All right, so I feel like I haven't done Adonis in a while, so I'm gonna do him. So yeah, this is the Orphic hymn to Adonis. This one's not a recording yet, meaning it's not a studio recording yet. You can find a lot of these as studio recordings at my Bandcamp at Queenie Music at bandcamp.com. So Queenie Music Bandcamp. And they're high quality studio recordings, totally free.
Much named and best of demons, hear my prayer. The desert loving, decked with tender hair. Joy to diffuse by all desired is thine. Much formed to beauteous, ailment divine. Female, male, all charming to the sight. Adonis ever cherishing and bright, at stated periods doomed to set and rise. The splendid lamp, the glory of the skies. Two horned and lovely, reverenced with tears, our beauteous form adorned with copious hairs. Rejoicing in the chase, all graceful power, sweet plant of Aphrodite, love's delightful flower, descended from the secret bed of day, with lovely head, eternal Proserpine, at stated periods doomed to Tartarus profound, and shine again in heaven's illustrious round. With beauteous temporal orb restored to sight, come with earth's fruits, and in these flames delight.
Thank you so much. That was the Orphic hymn to Adonis, and thank you so much, Apulu. Fascinating that you showed a picture of King Arthur and they look identical. That's something to meditate on for sure. And thank you, Jasper, for chiming in. It is good to see you here. Nona, if you're still here, I'm going to sing Hestia for you. And this goes out with prayers of blessing for your home, for where you live.
Daughter of Saturn, venerable of unwearied flame, the sacred rites, ministers are thine, mystics much blessed, holy and divine. In thee the gods have fixed place, strong and stable, basis of the mortal race, eternal, much formed, ever florid queen, laughing and blessed, and of splendid mien, observe these rites, for each just desire, and bless this home, needful good inspire, and bless this home, needful good inspire.
Thank you. That was for Nona. All right, sure. Meditation for everyone that meets you at the pharmacy. Interesting. Okay. He is the god of the caduceus, or really is in part health, but health is attributed to several gods and goddesses in ancient Greek myth. It's certainly not limited to Mercury. To Hermes. Health definitely applies to several gods. Also, you can certainly pray to Apollo for health. You'll hear that I'll mention that he's the god of health in his hymn, and Aphrodite as well. All right. I feel like I haven't done Dionysus in a long time, so I will do him. He's also known as Bacchus, god of wine. It's a little too early to start, otherwise we'd have a glass of wine right now. Dionysus I call, loud sounding and divine, fanatic god of twofold shape is thine. Thy various names and attributes I sing, O firstborn, thrice begotten Bacchic king, O rural and ineffable, two-formed and obscure, O double-horned with ivy crowned, Ian and pure, bull-faced and martial, bearer of the vine, endured with counsel, ebullient and divine, triennial, whom the leaves of vines adorn, of Jove and Proserpine, a coldly born, immortal Damon, hear my pliant voice. Oh, give me in blameless plenty to rejoice, and listen gracious to my mystic prayer, surrounded with a choir of nurses fair. All right, so thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Dionysus. You know what, Jasper? I will definitely definitely think about Hygeia for sure. I will do that. Okay, let's move on to, okay, Demeter, one of the 3 Demeter hymns that I have. This one is Cerealian Demeter. This is also a good one. She's a good one to pray to if for wealth, to put food in your larder, and to help yourself appreciate food more.
Cerealian Queen of celebrated name, from whom both men and gods immortal came, who widely wandering was and oppressed with grief, Illusila's valley bounds relief, discover Serpine, thy daughter pure, in dread of her news, dismal and obscure, a sacred youth, while through the world you stray, with Bacchus attending, leader of the way, the holy marriage of terrestrial Jove, relating while oppressed with grief you roll, come marched in boat, and to these rites inclined, thy mystic suppliants bless with favoring mind.
Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Cerealian Demeter. I really appreciate that. Yes. Thank you, Jasper. It always makes me wonder what the mysteries of Demeter were and what that meant. I know that people would go sequester themselves for a long time. They would spend time in the temple, and then after they came out, the crops would grow better. Yeah, the crops would actually, and it had something to do with the building design. It had a lot to do with them giving thanks, and definitely had to do something with the etheric plane. But as far as what they were actually doing specifically, we will never know. That knowledge was definitely lost. All right, I would like to sing one for you, Hecate. Yes, and hopefully I'm saying that right. Hecate, Hecate. Of the Rose. This is, this is a weird one because it's not listed in the Orphic hymns at theoi.com, but it is listed as an Orphic hymn. So who knows? And I did have to adapt this one. I made it into 3 verses because it was very short.
Sepulchral gracious grant our just desire success. Accept our homage, and with the incense bless. Guide our fortunes, gift us with your grace. Ooh, ah, ooh, daughter of Perseus, mistress of silence, goddess of moon, clairvoyance, wanderer of the whole wilds, ever leading dogs and deer, and tides receding. Oh, please hear our prayers, help us to be wise. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah,
Thank you. Oh my gosh, Mustafa, thank you. It is an honor to have you here. That is so cool. I've never heard of that happening. That's wonderful. I have free studio recordings of a lot of these songs and some other ones at Queenie Music at bandcamp.com. So I have a Bandcamp, Queenie Music, and I have lots of free recordings that I do in my home studio of some of the Orphic hymns, a handful of other ones. So absolutely help yourself to those. They're 100% free, and I'm delighted to share them with the public. It's just, I'm a music teacher. My most famous claim to fame, as it were, as a vocalist is if you look up, there's a Skyrim mod, and it's called, oh my gosh, what is it called? Just look up Skyrim mod ending theme song, and there's a song that I did a cover of called Stretched on Your Grave. It's an old Irish ballad, and I did a cover of it years ago. I think I was in my early 30s or 20s when I did it. And it was a lot of fun. I just put it out there for free, and it ended up in a really prominent place in this Skyrim mod. And I don't play video games. They make me kind of motion sick. I see the little character, and then it swings around, and I'm like, oh man, not for me. But I did watch the end of the Skyrim mod where my song was, and I thought it was interesting. So anyway, thank you. So I would like to sing another one for you. I would like to sing Athena. So we'll sing the Orphic hymn to Athena. These are songs that, these are, how to explain, they are ancient Greek poetry about the gods and goddesses of ancient Greece, that I've set to my own original folk music, so that way they're easier to memorize. They're a form of musical prayer. I am a druid polytheist, which just means I worship a bunch of gods, including the Greek pantheon. So this is the Orphic hymn to Athena, goddess of wisdom.
Only begotten, O race of Jove, blessed and fierce, who joys in caves to rove. O warlike Pallas, whose illustrious kind, ineffable and effable we find. Magnanimous and famed through rocky height, and groves and shady mountains thee delight. In tides rejoicing, who with fury star, and while the souls of mortals dost inspire. Gymnastic virgin of terrific mind, dark Gorgon Spain, unary blessed kind, mother of arts, impetuous understood, rage to the wicked, wisdom to the good. Female and male, the arts of war are thine, balearic much-formed dragoness divine, or flagrant giants roused to war, courses driving with destruction die. Through the half-Jove of the splendid mien, purger of evils, all victorious queen, hear me, O goddess, when to thee I pray, with supplicating voice both night and day. And in my latest hour, give peace and health, propitious times and necessary wealth, and ever present be thy votaries' aid, O much implored transparent blue-eyed maid.
Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Athena. Alrighty then. How many hymns have I written so far? For the Orphic hymns, well, there's 88 of them, 87 or 88 of them, and I've written maybe about 20. I've got about 20 songs. So about one or two albums worth, 1.5 albums worth, I would call that. And I don't sing them all every time, there's just too many. But I just sing a handful every week at this live stream. And even fewer have been studio recorded by me in my home studio. This is the Orphic hymn to Jupiter. I'm going to do Jupiter, Hera, and then Apollo to finish. And if you have any requests, go ahead and put them on. Oh yeah. Oh wow, you're so kind. I do have a TikTok channel, but it's not really for music. It's called White Witch of the Prairie. I'm the White Witch of the Prairie. It's just like magic stuff. Just stuff about herbs. Lately I've been really fixated on like medicinal herbs. All right, so this is the Orphic hymn to Jove or Jupiter. O Jove, much honor, Jove, supremely great. To thee our holy rites we consecrate, our prayers and expiations, King divine, for all things to produce with these to mind is thine. Hence Mother Earth and mountains swelling high, to thee the deep and all within the sky. Saturnian King descending from above, magnanimous commanding scepter Jove. All parent, principle, and end of all, whose power almighty shakes his earthly ball. Even nature trembles at thy mighty nod, loud sounding, armed with lightning, thundering God. Source of abundance, purifying King, of various form, from whom all nature sing. Propitious, hear my prayer, give blameless health, with peace divine and necessary wealth. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Jove or Jupiter. So this is the Orphic hymn to Hera. O royal Hera of majestic mien, O royal form, Jove's splendid queen, throned in the bosom of cerulean air, the race of mortals is thy constant care. The cooling gales along thy power inspires, which nourish all life, which every power desires. Mother of clouds and winds, from thee alone, producing all manner of things, mortal life is known. All nature share thy temperament divine, and universal sway alone is thine. Mother of clouds and winds, from thee alone, producing all manner of things, mortal life is known. Come, blessed goddess famed, famed almighty queen, thus mankind rejoicing, rejoicing and serene. Come, blessed goddess famed, famed almighty queen, Thank you so much. That was the Orphic hymn to Hera. Alrighty. Next up is, okay, so there is a Greek myth about the goddesses Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite, and that they were in a rivalry because they were mad at each other. Because I think they asked somebody, it may have been, they asked somebody to like say who was the most beautiful, Aphrodite, Hera, or Athena. And then I don't know what happened after that, but it just kind of, I think it was a story meant to show us that the Greek gods are more like us than unlike us, meaning that they even get jealous of each other sometimes. And so that's why I prioritized the songs for Hera, Aphrodite, and Athena, and I tried to make them like the prettiest of all of the songs. So I tried to make them as pretty as possible on all counts, and I'll see what you guys think. You know, which one do you think is the prettiest? Do you think Athena is the prettiest song? Do you think Hera, which I just did, is the prettiest song? Or do you think that Aphrodite, which I'm about to do, is the prettiest song? I think it was Helen. Yeah, I think that was, they asked Helen, or did they, and then she ends up getting fought over. It's a strange story, and it's like, why did they ask her that? That's my question. Why would you ask it? And wasn't she like a mortal? She was mortal, right? So why would they ask her that? It's like, or maybe they compared her beauty to their, oh, maybe that was it, which is a really dumb idea. Never do that. Like, it was like a story of hubris, I think. Ooh, a Pulu. Oh my gosh, upload it. I would love to hear that. You play a lyre? Wow. I believe I played lute in a past life, but I've only picked one up once, and I was just like, this is just weird. This is the Orphic hymn to Aphrodite.
Heavenly illustrious, laughter loving queen, sea-born night loving of an awful mean, crafted from whom necessity first came, producing nightly all connecting dame. 'Tis thine the world with harmony to join, for all things spring from thee, O power divine. The ship of fates are ruled by thy decree, and all productions even like to thee. Whatever the heavens encircling all contain, earth fruit producing and the stormy main, the sway converses and obeys thy nod, awful attendant of the Brahmo god, goddess of marriage charming to the sight, mother of love's whom banquetings delight, source of persuasion, secret favoring queen, illustrious, born of parent and unseen, spouse of the purple and the many inclined, prolific, most decide, life-giving kind, great scepter bearer of the gods, 'tis thine. Mortals and necessary bands to join, and every tribe of savage monsters dire, in magic chains to bind through shine. Please hit the serious tempo to recite. Oh, the Egyptian plains that car to guide, fashion of gold and near its sacred wine. Fertile land bound to fix our blessed abode. Oh, if rejoicing in the azure shores, near the sea where foaming billows roars, the circling choirs of mortals thy delight. Beautiful limbs with thy cerulean bright. Please, by dusty banks rain thou love old, to drive thy rapid to your car of gold. Or if in Cyprus with thy mother fair, and married women praise thee every year, and beautiful virgins in the chorus join. Adonis pure to singing thee divine. Come all attractive to my prayer incline. For thee I call with holy reverent mind. Thank you so much. That was the Orphic hymn to Aphrodite. I did sing the Hecate hymn, but you know what I will do is thank you for tuning in. I will definitely sing it again for you right now. I do plan on rearranging the Hecate hymn. I need to tweak it a little bit. I'm planning on it, so expect that to happen on YouTube first. So when I do update it, I will update the studio recording of Hecate, and then I plan on releasing it or re-releasing it. So this is with original music that I have made to the ancient Orphic hymn of Hecate. Hecate of the roads, lovely dame of earthly and watery celestial frame, sepulchral in saffron rain, pleased with dark ghost who wander through the shade, Persian huntress, world's keeper, we have. On the rock to wander easy lights, leader and us, be present to our rights, propitious grant our just desire success. Please accept our homage with the incense bless. Guide our fortunes, gift us with your grace. roads ever leading, dogs and deer, tides receding. Oh, please hear our prayers and help us to be wise.
Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Hecate, and I tried to jazz it up a little bit for those of you who heard it before in this broadcast. Let me know what you thought about my additions to my own song. Yeah, I know that's a thing that I like to do, improvise vocals for sure. It's what they call scatting in jazz. But often they do it to like these kind of nonsensical words, but I like to just do it with ah or ooh, because thinking of words on the fly is a little bit above my pay grade. All right, so I would like to do one last song for you, and that song is going to be Apollo, and this goes up with musical prayers to the god Apollo, who is the god of health. You'll hear I'll say Lycorian Phoebus, fruitful source of wealth. He's also the god of wealth, well, one of many. And so if you're praying for your own health or the health of someone who's given you permission to pray for their health, definitely that is something that you can certainly, I will send that up to Apollo for you, or you may send that up. Thank you so much, Bridget. That is a high honor. I absolutely love Hildegard of Bingen. And I used to have a recording of some of the chants that she wrote, and they were sung by some nuns. And what's sad, it was like a cassette tape, and I don't think I put it onto CD or anything or onto digital, but it was the most beautiful, beautiful sounding music. She was just an amazing musician, but also a mystic, and a much blessed, kind of almost like this angel on this planet. So that is a really high honor. Thank you. This is the Orphic hymn to Apollo. So this again goes out with musical prayers to you. I'm going to detune to D for this. Hey, Fernando, thank you so much for chiming in. Blessed be and come, propitious to my prayer, illustrious power, my feet and tribes revere. Slayer of Tydeus, god of health, Lycorian Phoebus, fruitful source of wealth. Spermatic golden light, the field from thee receives its constant rich fertility. Titanic Runian, Smithian I sing, Python destroying hallowed, Delphin king, rural light bearer, and the muse's head. Noble and lovely, armed with arrows dread, Bahar running back in twofold and divine. By far diffused and course oblique is thine. O Delian king, who is light producing eye, views all within, all beneath the sky. Whose locks are gold, whose oracles are sure, whose almost gold reveals and precepts pure. Hear me entreating for the humankind, hear and be present with indignant mind. For thou surveyest this boundless ether all, and every part this terrestrial ball, abundant and blessed, the piercing sight sends beneath the gloomy silent night. Beyond the darkness, starry-eyed, profound, the stable roots, deep fixed by the heart bound. The worldwide bounds, all flourishing are thine, the self, the source, and the end divine. 'Tis thine, all nature's music to inspire, with various sounding, harmonizing line. Now the last string thou tongue to sweet accord, divinely warbling now the highest chord. The immortal golden line, now touched by thee, receives the Dorian melody. Nature stripes to thee the different soul, changing seasons from the music flow, hence mixed by thee in equal parts advance. The summer and winter in alternate dance. This claims the highest, and that the lowest string, the Dorian measure tunes the lovely spring. Hence by mankind and royal to horn name, mating whistling winds through Syring's fame. Since to thy care the figure seals consign, or stamps the world with forms of every kind. He may bless in power, and in these rites rejoice, and save thy mystics with a sublime voice. That was the Orphic hymn to Apollo. I enjoyed playing that for you, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope that you were blessed with these musical prayers, and I hope they reach the gods for you. And I will be live streaming again next week, most likely on Monday. It could happen Sunday, but usually it's been happening Monday lately. I know that it won't be this late though, because I've started taking some work on Mondays, so it will definitely be earlier in the day or evening if you're in Europe. All right, thank you so much. I deeply appreciate this. Don't forget to check out the free studio recordings that I have available at queeniemusic.bandcamp.com. So queeniemusic.bandcamp.com. Definitely go for that. And have a wonderful week, guys. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Memorial Day week. All right, thanks. Be blessed.